Hi, everybody. How are you today? Thanks for joining me for this prayerful pause with the pastor. I was all set to come and talk about a different topic, and then I sat down and was reading my inbox of meditations, and one of them, actually from a couple of days ago, struck me. I was getting caught up because I'd been too busy to read them all, and the one that caught me was a daily word. And it was from yesterday. And I decided that this is what I meant to share with you today. And then another song came into my mind related to this, so I'll share those song lyrics too. But the writing from our friends at Unity is about grace. And they have a mantra that they give us. The grace of God is always at work in my life. The grace of God is always at work in my life. Say that with me, would you? The grace of God is always at work in my life. One more time. The grace of God is always at work in my life. We could focus on any word in that phrase. Grace of God, or is always at work in my life. The grace of God is always at work in my life. And it says this: many times I think of God's grace as something amazing grace, that happens at a time of need. Excuse me. However, grace is so much more than this. It is in and all around me every single day, every single moment, I would add. Grace is God's unconditional love in expression. When I need something that uplifts me, or I take part in a spiritual activity, I am immersed in grace. Anytime I receive an unexpected blessing or kindness from someone, I am being touched by the grace of Spirit. When I pray for others, help someone in need, or show my appreciation, God's grace is expressing through me. As part of my divine identity, I like that, my divine identity. As part of my divine identity, grace is part of me, mine to freely share as perfect love. And then it gives us a Bible verse, Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It is the gift of God. So I was reading that and I was thinking about my day. After this, I'll write the service, or at least start to write the service for next Sunday, what would that be? 18th, maybe? What is today? The 18th. And then at noon, I'll teach a class. It's our sizzling summer spirituality class on Marcus Borg's book, Reading the Bible Again for the First Time. And then I'll leave immediately after that to officiate at a funeral, one of our parishioners. And I was thinking about grace in my day, and how sometimes God works through me to bring grace to the lives of others. God works through you to bring grace to the lives of others. And then I was thinking about how God takes care of us everywhere we go. And that's when Amy Grant, you know her, the Christian singer, that's when one of her songs, Angels Watching Over Me, not the traditional one, but her own version, came to me. And this one verse and chorus goes like this: God only knows the times my life was threatened just today. A reckless car ran out of gas before it ran my way. Near misses all around me. Accidents unknown. though I never see with human eyes the hands that lead me home. But I know they're all around me, all day and through the night. When the enemy is closing in, I know sometimes they fight to keep my flight from falling. I'll never turn away. If you're asking, if you're asking what's protecting me, then you're going to hear me say God's angels watching over me. Every move I make. Angels watching over me every step I take. Angels watching over me. It was written by Elliot Bannister and Gary Chapman, Amy Grant, and Michael Smith. God only knows the times my life was threatened just today. A reckless car ran out of gas before it ran my way. Near misses all around me. Accidents unknown, though I never see with human eyes the hands that lead me home. That's God's grace too. Maybe today for me is a day of awareness. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be for all of us. Just a day of awareness, of being aware of God's unfailing and abiding love, of the grace that we have through our faith in Jesus. It's not just a grace that is bestowed upon us, but a grace that we feel. With that feeling of grace, I send you into the weekend. Thanks for joining me for this prayerful pause with the pastor, a time to think of something greater than ourselves, and in this case, grace. I hope you have a good and a safe weekend. God bless. Take care. I'm Deb Swift, pastor of South Presbyterian Church in Rochester, New York. If you're in a position to support us financially or prayerfully, we invite you to do so. Our contact information is on the end of this video. And until then, bye for now. We'll see you next time.